For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars and dreamt of exploring the cosmos. We have landed on the moon, built a continuous presence in low Earth orbit, and sent robotic explorers to the far reaches of our solar system. Yet, one celestial body continues to beckon us forward: Mars, the red planet. A journey to Mars represents humanity's next giant leap, a testament to our indomitable spirit of exploration and our insatiable thirst for knowledge. Mars holds the key to answering some of humanity's most profound questions. Was there ever life on this now barren world? Can we as a species establish a permanent presence beyond Earth? The challenges are immense, the risks significant, but the potential rewards are immeasurable. It is a journey worthy of our greatest efforts, a challenge that will push the boundaries of human ingenuity and courage. Our journey to Mars is not simply about reaching another planet. It is about pushing the boundaries of what is possible, expanding our understanding of the universe, and securing the future of humanity among the stars. Preparing for a journey to Mars is a monumental undertaking, requiring meticulous planning and an unwavering commitment to safety and efficiency. Astronauts embarking on this mission will face challenges unlike any experienced before, necessitating rigorous training regimens designed to equip them with the physical and mental resilience required for such an extraordinary endeavor. Physical preparation will focus on maintaining peak physical condition during the long journey through space. Astronauts will undergo extensive exercise programs to combat muscle and bone loss caused by prolonged exposure to microgravity. They will also receive specialized training in spacecraft systems operation, emergency procedures, and basic medical care to ensure their ability to handle any situation that may arise. Mental fortitude will be equally crucial. Confined within the spacecraft for months, astronauts will need to maintain a positive outlook and strong teamwork to cope with the psychological pressures of isolation and confinement. Beyond physical and mental preparation, astronauts will receive in-depth training in Martian geology, atmospheric science, and the search for signs of past or present life. After years of preparation and anticipation, the day arrives. The crew, strapped into their seats atop a towering rocket, bids farewell to Earth as they embark on humanity's first crewed mission to Mars. The initial phase of their journey involves escaping Earth's gravitational pull, a feat accomplished through a carefully orchestrated series of engine burns. As the spacecraft ascends, the roar of the engines reverberates through their bones. The sky transforms from blue to black, dotted with the twinkling light of distant stars. With each passing moment, Earth shrinks in the viewports, eventually becoming a small blue marble hanging in the void. The journey to Mars will take approximately 6 to 8 months, depending on the relative positions of the two planets in their orbits. During this interplanetary cruise, the crew will settle into a routine of scientific observations, spacecraft maintenance, and personal time. They will meticulously monitor critical systems, ensuring the life support, propulsion, and communication systems are functioning optimally. The spacecraft, a marvel of engineering, will serve as their home away from home, providing everything they need to survive the long voyage. The crew will conduct experiments, collect valuable data, and prepare themselves mentally for the challenges of living and working on another planet. While the journey to Mars promises extraordinary experiences, it also presents significant risks. Space is an unforgiving environment, and the crew will face numerous challenges throughout their interplanetary voyage. One of the most significant dangers is exposure to space radiation, high-energy particles that can penetrate the spacecraft and damage human cells, increasing the risk of cancer and other health problems. To mitigate this risk, spacecraft designers are developing advanced shielding materials and exploring the possibility of incorporating magnetic fields around the spacecraft to deflect harmful radiation. The crew will also monitor their radiation exposure levels closely and take protective measures, such as seeking shelter in shielded areas of the spacecraft during periods of heightened solar activity. Another challenge is the potential for equipment malfunctions. The spacecraft will be a complex machine with countless moving parts, any of which could fail during the long journey. To address this risk, mission planners will build in redundancies for critical systems and train the crew to perform in-flight repairs. They will need to be resourceful and adaptable, capable of thinking on their feet, and improvising solutions should unforeseen problems arise. The psychological toll of prolonged spaceflight is another concern. Spending months in a confined environment, far from home and loved ones, can strain even the most resilient individuals. Upon arriving in Mars's orbit, the crew prepares for the most critical phase of the mission: landing on the surface. The Martian atmosphere, much thinner than Earth's, poses unique challenges for spacecraft entry, descent, and landing. Friction with the thin air generates intense heat, requiring a robust heat shield to protect the spacecraft and its precious cargo. As the spacecraft descends through the Martian atmosphere, the crew will experience extreme forces and temperatures. The heat shield will glow red-hot, vaporizing the outer layers as it absorbs the brunt of atmospheric friction. Parachutes will deploy, slowing the spacecraft's descent further, followed by the firing of retro rockets to ensure a soft landing on the surface. Touching down on Mars will be a moment of immense relief and exhilaration, marking the culmination of years of planning and effort. The crew, eager to set foot on this alien world, will don their spacesuits and exit the spacecraft, taking their first tentative steps on the dusty red soil. But the Martian environment is unforgiving, and they will quickly be reminded that they are a long way from home. The Martian atmosphere is incredibly thin, composed primarily of carbon dioxide with only trace amounts of oxygen. Living on Mars will demand significant adaptations for the crew, both physically and mentally. The reduced gravity, about 1/3 that of Earth, will affect their bone density and muscle mass over time. To counteract these effects, they will need to engage in rigorous exercise routines and maintain a carefully monitored diet. The Martian day-night cycle, known as a sol, is about 40 minutes longer than an Earth day. While this might seem like a minor difference, it can disrupt circadian rhythms and sleep patterns, potentially impacting the crew's physical and mental health. To maintain a regular sleep schedule, they will likely adhere to an artificial 24-hour cycle within their habitat, using lighting and other cues to regulate their body clocks. The isolation and confinement of living on Mars will also pose psychological challenges. The crew will be millions of kilometers from home, with limited communication with loved ones and mission control. Establishing a sustainable human presence on Mars will require more than just surviving. It will require learning to thrive in this new environment. One of the most critical aspects of this will be developing the capability to grow food locally, reducing reliance on costly and infrequent resupply missions from Earth. Fortunately, Martian soil, while lacking in organic matter, contains many of the essential minerals plants need to grow. Scientists are developing techniques to enrich Martian soil and create suitable growing conditions within controlled environments. These Martian greenhouses will need to carefully regulate temperature, humidity, and light levels while protecting plants from the harsh radiation environment. Initial efforts will likely focus on growing fast-growing, nutrient-rich crops like lettuce, spinach, and radishes. As technology advances and more knowledge is gained about Martian agriculture, the variety of crops could expand to include staple crops like potatoes, wheat, and soybeans. As the Martian outpost grows and evolves, so too will the need for reliable and efficient transportation between Earth and Mars. The initial crewed missions will likely rely on powerful chemical rockets, similar to those used during the Apollo missions, but these have limitations in terms of payload capacity and travel time. To establish a more sustainable and routine transportation system, we will need to develop new propulsion technologies. One promising concept is nuclear thermal propulsion, which uses a nuclear reactor to heat a propellant like hydrogen to extremely high temperatures, generating significantly more thrust than traditional chemical rockets. This could potentially reduce travel times to Mars to a matter of months, making the journey more manageable for crews and enabling more frequent missions. Another area of active research is the development of reusable spacecraft capable of making multiple trips between Earth and Mars. These spacecraft would be designed to withstand the rigors of multiple atmospheric entries and landings, significantly reducing the cost per mission and enabling the transportation of larger payloads and crews. The journey to Mars represents a pivotal moment in human history, a testament to our indomitable spirit of exploration and our unwavering desire to push the boundaries of what is possible. It will be a journey fraught with challenges and risks. but the potential rewards are immeasurable. By reaching for the red planet, we are not just exploring another world, we are investing in our future. Establishing a permanent human presence on Mars will serve as a backup plan for humanity, safeguarding our species against the possibility of a catastrophic event on Earth. It will also drive technological innovation, inspire future generations, and expand our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The lessons learned and the technologies developed during the journey to Mars will have far-reaching implications, not just for space exploration, but for countless fields here on Earth. From advances in materials science and energy production to breakthroughs in medicine and agriculture, the quest to explore Mars will undoubtedly lead to a brighter future for all humankind. The journey to Mars is not just about reaching a destination, it's about embarking on a new era of human exploration and discovery, one that will shape the destiny of our species for generations to come.